graduate?
No.
No. Okay,
No.
so then what did you do after Fresno State?
So Fresno State, senior year, I didn't play at all, and I try and like get this point across. Sports has showed me that I can work really hard at something,
Mm-hmm.
and if I just continue working, I'll get the result I want. You just kind of have to stay like faithful at it, right?
And consistent.
And consistent. Because my sophomore year at Fresno State, I didn't really play. Junior year, I hurt my knee, and so like I was like in and out of it. And then senior year, I finally played. But then my sophomore year, every year I had a dude in front of me who went to the league, and then one of them's still in the league, and he's been in it for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Right, and so like I kept working at it. And finally, my senior year, I'm all conference. I'm 17th in the country in tackles. Like I was doing pretty good.
What position?
Safety.
Safety. All right.
Yeah, like strong safety, free
Mhm.
safety, just kind of like moved wherever. Just
Yeah.
run around recklessly trying to tackle people.
Mhm.
And then I was partying a lot. And that's what kind of like leads me into like my real estate journey, right? Because like I'm like, bro, you got to protect yourself from yourself. And we know we want to go hard because we're
Mhm.
going to the NFL. And only like 1,000 people ever get to live this life. So we're going to
Yeah.
live this life. Or we're going to do it the smart way.
Mhm.
Because we don't want to end up on TV on broke. Like we don't want to do any of that. And so
Right.
I started reading like Bigger Pocket stuff, Grant Cardone, Dave Ramsey, because I thought I was just going to be filthy rich.
Of course.
Right? Of course. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm going to make it, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
I did not make any money in the NFL.
Yeah. So how far did you go with it? Like
Bro, just tryouts.
tryouts.
So I tried out for the Seahawks, and then I tried out for a Canadian team, and then I could have like tried to do more, or I could have like gone over to like Europe and played.
Yeah.
But like I was like, do I want to do this or I don't want to start a career?
Yeah.
Because like, bro, it is hard to make it in the NFL. And my coach in college, my D coordinator, put out 9 first-round draft picks at DB.
Yeah.
So like he knew what he was doing, and like I was really close with him, and he was the only person's like feedback I'd really take. I was kind of hard-headed. I was like, all right, man, what are my odds? What do you see? I was like, Stratton, you will stuff into existence. He's like, but you're going to be a special teams guy and a practice squad guy.
Yeah.
But like he put out D'Angelo Hall, Jadeveon Clowney, like he's like,
He knows what he's doing.
yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I mean, the reality is Seahawks aren't a real NFL team. So like you really probably skated by. So, all right. So you decided this is not the road for me.
Mhm.
So then what'd you do after that?
I started a home inspection business.
Home inspection business.
Home inspection, because I wanted to be in real estate. And I was like,
Did you go back to Utah or did you
Mm-mm.
Fresno State or Fresno?
this is in Fresno.
Okay. So how'd that go?
It was awful. At this point in time, my girlfriend's pregnant. I found out she was pregnant when I was trying out for the Seahawks.
Mhm.
And so I start my home inspection business. I get certified, and it was awful, bro.
Don't you have to be an apprentice for home inspection?
I don't know, bro. I found it on Craigslist.
Okay.
I found it on Craigslist. They gave me a certification. I spent like 2 months like going through it online. Maybe I had to be an apprentice, but I was like, bro, I can make 6 figures a year. I got to do like however many inspections a day. I worked it all backwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'm going to get it. And
And
I
then-
wanted to still be in real estate because like the whole goal is still to like buy rentals and do stuff like that.
So how'd that go? So like what did not work so well?
A crawl space. I did one home inspection and I went in on crawl space. Like, I'm never doing this shit.
Okay. So going in the crawl space, I'm guessing in the summer.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, this is not for me because
Bro, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I could get bit by a snake. I
Yeah.
don't really fit. Like, I'm not like a huge guy, but I'm like 6'2". So.
yeah, you're a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what'd you do after that?
After that, so during that time, I keep going to all these meetups. I go to these meetups. I'm talking to people, and I met, shout out Alan Folio, the Show Up Investor. I meet Alan, and at that point in time, Alan was like, yeah, so I want to buy a jet. 3 years ago, I was making 30 grand a year. Now I make $200,000 a month. I own 30 rentals, and I have a bunch more rentals in Indiana that's in a portfolio. And then he pulls out his phone. He starts showing me checks. He's like, people on Instagram don't show you this shit. And he was like, look at all these. And I didn't really think much about it. And then I remember like one day I don't even know what I was doing. I was like drinking with my friends, and I was like, bro, this home inspection shit's like not gonna like happen.
Yeah.
So I texted him. I was like, bro, what do you do again? And then he told me like, go download Property Radar and go door knock all of these doors. Anyone that's in pre-foreclosure, go knock them all.
Mhm.
And so I did that for a summer so much that my pregnant girlfriend thought I was cheating on her.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wake up, get up, start knocking doors. And
Yeah.
eventually I got someone to sell.
Right.
And so that was like my first real foray into real estate. And then even when my son was born, I had an infant son, and I get out of the car, grab the the baby carrier, and I
Mhm.
walk up. And,
So you're doing this with your son?
oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
That's my little partner in crime. Like that, the story gets a lot crazier. But like at that point in time when I came to like your event, bro, like I was with my son every day. Like he was just like my partner in crime. I have him with
Yeah.
me everywhere.
Wow. Okay. So